So I think first impressions can tell you a lot about a person, or they can tell you very little about a person.
And have you ever had a mistaken impression about someone?
Definitely.
Very rarely. I tend to trust my first impressions more than most people. In fact, most of the times I've been burned is when someone convinced me my first impression was wrong.
What kind of first impression do you think that you give to people?
I think a lot of the time I misjudge adults a lot, and I don't really try to see them as people. That's definitely a mistake, I guess. Yeah.
First impression is like what it is, or why is it important? Just what it is. It's just how you come off at, how a person comes off as to being, you know, like character-wise or personality-wise.
I think they're important, but they're not everything. A lot of people I didn't like from the first impression have ended up being good friends, so I can definitely say they're not everything.
What about you? Have someone had a wrong impression of you?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely, I think that I'm really outgoing, but there's definitely a lot to me, and I can see how people would get the wrong impression of me really easily.
Sometimes I take confidence off as arrogance, so I think someone's arrogant when they're just confident, so I'm like, oops, I'm sorry. And they happen to be really nice and just pleasant people.
One of my best friends, she can come off very standoffish when you first meet her and very intimidating, and so I definitely, when I first met her, didn't feel, you know, that much of a connection with her, but then after we lived together, I really got to know her, and she's now one of my best friends, so it's probably one of my biggest mistaken first impressions.